Last episode, we faced what could be the greatest role player of all time in Garrison Best, and a lot of people have made their thoughts known in the comments, and I think I saw maybe the most upvoted comment that I've seen on the channel, which was to trade for him. Now, I saw these right after the episode came out, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to be doing that, heck no. But I thought about it a bit more, and the only way for us to really get this done would be to move Wellington, and like, I see where you guys are coming from. I definitely do. And I think Best, if he plays anywhere near this level when he's on our team, that could be good for us. And he looks like he has a bright future in front of him. But to be honest, simming does matter. You know, the playoffs matter more. But right now, we're trying to focus on our seeding for the playoffs. And if we trade for Best, it will mess up team chemistry a little bit. And I don't know how well Garrison Best will play compared to Wellington on this team, because Wellington actually has really good sim stats, and he's kind of, you know, hit or miss when we watch him. Sometimes he has really good games like he did against Dallas, or he could have a bad game like he did pretty much against the Timberwolves and other games too. So I kind of see both sides, and I think I will at least entertain the idea of trading for Best, but only if we can also move Wellington in that same move. Now, I also feel bad trading Wellington again, because if you recall the last time we had him, we also traded him last time he was on the team, and then he got no playing time for the next 2 seasons. But I think maybe it's worth doing, because he's only playing 16, 17 minutes off the bench. He is putting up about 11 points per game, shooting very well, and Best's numbers from the field are pretty similar. From 3, they are worse for Best, better for Wellington. Wellington also has more assists per game at 3.5 compared to Best, who only has 3.4, and Best is playing more than Wellington is as well. But to be honest, right now, I don't think the assist numbers are going up anytime soon. I think they're probably where they're going to be for the rest of the year. So if we're going to make this trade, I think that's the only way that I would want to do it. I don't want to trade Todd Graves. I made that clear last time. If we're at this exact same point next season and Todd Graves is still not playing well offensively, then that's the bottom line, and that's when I will trade him for sure next season if he's not up to speed. But I want to give him one more chance the rest of this year and the start of next year to come into his own, and if he does not, again, I will trade him. And for Halliburton and Anderson, I'm not going to extend either of them this year. I would definitely extend Anderson next season. For Halliburton, I'm not going to trade him at all. I don't think I will do that at all at any point. The only way that I could see that happening is if we trade him during the year next year for another star player. It just depends on what position. But I'm not going to focus on re-signing him at all at this point. And I definitely will be re-signing Carney in the offseason with as big of a contract as he wants. So that's the game plan going forward. I just upped the trade slider up to 100 for the last 2 days of the trade deadline, because with this slider set and this game, you kind of have to do that for the last 2 days before the deadline is here. So there are going to be a lot of trades across the league, I'm assuming, and we might be involved in that. And so the first step is to see what do they want for Garrison Best. So we have 4 offers from them. The first one is Carney and Clint Booker for Best and Kenyon Martin Jr. The second one is Carney and Matthew Wright Foreman. I'm not going to be trading Carney at all. So any trade that involves Carney or Graves is not going to happen. There is one here that has Jared Vanderbilt and Clint Booker for Best and Jamal Murray, but I don't like this deal either, so I might try to do my own trade. All right, so this deal will not be accepted, but there is some funky financial footwork that we have to work around, because they cannot take on a certain amount of salary versus what we give them, so we have to make sure that we balance it out. And so the first idea is Wellington and Gillespie for Best and Kenyon Martin Jr. And I just want to see what their counter offer is going to be, if anything. So that's the first step. And they just say straight up no. Okay. What if we trade Clint Black instead? I think he's a more enticing player, and he's already a 78 overall. Not much growth potential now, and he hasn't shot well this year, and I am currently playing Keon Murphy a lot more than Black, and it's working, so I think Black is definitely a candidate to be offered here, so let's see if they want to offer a counter for this one. They say they like what they have. Alright, what if we offer Wellington, Black, and Matthew Wright Foreman for Best and Jamal Murray? I tried to switch things around to see if they would be willing to part with Murray more so than Martin. So let's see if they want to take this one instead. And they have agreed. We have acquired Garrison Best, everybody. You're welcome. Did I miss something? Why, when I traded for this guy, did all of his ratings drop from below A+ to A's and B's? What the hell's going on? Did I miss something here? I'm so confused. I mean, he's still a good player, so I'm hyped to see him play today. But trade done, and that probably means that I will just call up Booker from the G League, because I'm pretty sure we have one less player on the roster now than we did previously, so we might have to call him up and just have him be a bench player, and I think that is the case. So I am going to... I got to fix this first, actually. Hold on. All right, so same rotation as previously, just Best in there in place of Wellington. And now we have just a pure offensive shooter and just a pure overall offensive powerhouse off the bench to help out Bobo, Keon Murphy, Hans Meyer, and Todd Graves. We're going to watch the full game of whatever team we face today. And I'm probably going to skip the All-Star break. Actually, I'm not really that interested this time. I just want to get through more of the season, so yeah, let's keep it going. And I am going to call up Booker from the G League. I will show you his stats real quick. Actually, they're actually not too bad, except for the field goal percentage. But in the G League, he plays for the Stockton Kings or something. Yep, Stockton Kings. And by stats, he's their third highest scorer with 15 points per game, 5 boards, just below 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Shooting only 34% from the field and 25 from 3. I mean, but Graves is not doing a whole lot better in the NBA, so what does that tell you? But we're going to call him up just because I don't want him to be, I mean, he's going to be fed up the entire time that he's down here. But I'm going to call him up and just have him be the 14th guy on the roster, just in case. So we're going to bring him back up. All right, so that is all finally done. I'm going to sim one day and see what trades were made before we sim through the actual deadline. And then for the game we're going to watch, probably, let's see, the Clippers are all right. Ooh, the Suns. That could be a fun team to face. They were the preseason favorites. No longer the case. They're only a game or two above 500, 2 games above 500. And they have a very fun team, though. Very fun team. I think we got to watch this. And also one more thing. We have got our system proficiency up to a series high 4 out of 5 stars. It's almost always been at 2.5 or 3, but now we're at a full 4 because we've kept the same guys around and they're learning over the years, and it's just going great. I mean, that's why we're probably 18-1 or 19-1 in our last 19-20 games. So that's got to be a big reason why. Let's hopefully we can finish the first half of or just pre-All-Star break with a massive win streak. That would be awesome, but let's find out. We have just simmed through the trade deadline, and unfortunately the first game with Best was a loss against the Sixers, so we'll have to take a look at that one. But let's take a look at any trades that were made, and then I'll switch that slider back to 50, which is the default. Well, it turns out our trade was the only one that was made the day prior or on the deadline. So that's all there is. The slider did not do anything. And after a couple more games, which all 3 were wins, Jared Vandenboer has now sprained his left knee. It's a new injury, and that means that one of our starters is going to miss some time. But thankfully, we do have the All-Star break right after this, so he'll only be out for probably 2 to 3 games. Will probably come back before the Cavs game, I'm going to assume. But in the meantime, we got to bring in somebody else, and that's got to be Bobo, who is pretty much the only option. So we're probably going to bring in Bobo, and then off the bench, probably, I mean, I don't think we can really afford to give Booker minutes, but we could maybe afford to give a Zet some. It just might be weird with who's going to be playing like as a big man off the bench, so that could be a concern. Maybe you do give minutes to Booker then. Just give him some playing time just to get his footing. I think that might be worth it. So let's do that. So we're going to swap Vanderbilt's minutes with Bol, and then we're going to swap Bol's minutes with Booker, or no, Vanderbilt minutes with Booker. Select. There's Booker, and then I'll make the minute adjustments here in a second. All right, so same minutes for most players, except we're going to give a lot more to Keon Murphy at power forward. And we are going to be playing Clint Booker at power forward as well. He is mostly a small forward, but he can play at power forward too with a 6'8 size. So 13 minutes for him off the bench at the end of the first and third quarters. And going to try and watch as much as we can of this game to get, a lot of minutes for Best, Murphy, Booker, all those guys, and to see what they're about. So yeah, there we go. After only 2 games and the All-Star break, Vando is fully back, so we will take a look at what Booker did, if anything, when he played. But he's back. We can put him back into our lineup now. All right, so we have simmed some more, and unfortunately, we did lose more games than I wanted us to, and we lost both games that Vando missed, so that's unfortunate. We will also check out the All-Star break stuff in a second, but first was the loss against Philadelphia. A 21-point loss right before the trade deadline, bringing in Garrison Best. We got outscored in the fourth quarter, but they were already ahead by then. 28 for Carney, 20 for Anderson, 15 for Best in his first game with us, 11 for Meyer, 10 for Halliburton, 8 and 13 for Payne, who had a pretty off day. The 76ers got 20-plus from Sloan, Eklund, and Gary Trent, but this is the reigning champs, and they're 2 games below 500 now, so they're not having a good year. We bounced back by dropping 144 on the Wizards, 26 for Kyle Copeland, 22 for Pacciani, but the Woodsmen got 28 and 16 for Halliburton, 26 for Carney, 21 for Best off the bench, 15 only for Anderson, 13 and 12 for Payne, and 12 for Bol, with Meyer, Graves, and Vando all hovering right around 10 points, but not getting there. On the very next day, we take down Portland in a very low-scoring affair on the road. 18 for Curtis Soto, 16 for Rice. The Woodsmen got 21 for Carney, 15 again for Anderson, mostly coming at the charity stripe, and then double figures for Payne, Best, Murphy, and Halliburton. Only had 3 assists. Our third straight win comes against the Thunder, and Anderson once again drops below 20 with 18. Carney's got 17, Halliburton's got 16 with 4 steals. Payne, Graves, Bol all double figures. The Thunder got 27 in this one for Underwood and 23 for Navarro, but we take this one by 4. And that win streak is short-lived because the Sixers then beat us again because we scored 6 points only in the first quarter and could not come back from that. 21 for LaMelo, or for Lonzo rather, 21 for Dedrick Sloan, and 20 for Moreland. The Woodsmen got 17 for Anderson, 16 for Halliburton, and 14 for Bol. Nobody else did a whole lot besides Payne with 18 boards, but not a lot of scoring for us in this one. Then we drop our second straight, and Anderson once again, is this like 5 or 6 games in a row not dropping 20 or more? It's got to be like a new record in a couple of seasons for him. Carney, him, and Best all dropped 17. Bol's got 13, Halliburton 10 and 9 with 4 steals, Payne 9 and 12. But yeah, last couple of weeks, not the best basketball by us, and we are now no longer in first in the conference. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But Kent dropped 17, Poole does 2, and we lose by 5. The 3-point contest winner this year was Jabari Smith Jr. for Houston, and Kent for the Hornets is the slam dunk contest winner. In the All-Star game, it was Team Ja that came out on top, blowing out Team LaMelo. Zion drops 20, Anderson drops 19, and Ja Morant drops a double-double. Team LaMelo gets 31 from their team captain, 10 from Dyson Daniels, but nobody else scored more than 9. We then faced the Cavaliers, who are hovering around 500, and we almost came back in the fourth quarter, but could not complete it, and we lose by 1. Garland drops 23 and 14. Lawson drops 18. A lot of guys score in double figures here for the Cavaliers, but the Woodsmen got 30 for Carney, 28 for Anderson, but it just wasn't enough. as Best and Payne also score in double figures, but we just couldn't make up for the lack of shooting from Halliburton, who went 0 for 6 from 3, 3 for 12 from the field, and the defense just wasn't up to snuff either, and Payne also shot poorly too, 5 for 15. We start a new win streak, though, by taking down the playoff caliber Bucks by 6 points on the road. 17 for Dort, 15 for Mitchell, Mark Williams a double-double. Giannis held to 8, 5, and 5. Nowhere near what you would expect from this guy, and he's still a really high overall, so that is a really good job by whoever was guarding him. The Woodsmen got 23 for Carney, 26 and 10 for Halliburton, 16 for Anderson, 15 and 13 for Payne, 10 for Best, and Clint Booker did not actually play in this one besides that 1 minute, but I think these next 2 games he did play, I think. Well, actually, Booker played in those 2 losses when Vanderbilt missed time, and in the second one, he played for 12 minutes, had 6 points, 2 for 5 shooting, and 3 assists. And then before that, Booker had 13 minutes, 7 points, 3 for 5, 1 assist, 1 steal, 3 turnovers. Okay, not too bad, actually. But one day after a win against the Bucks, we dropped 154 in regulation on the Thunder. We allowed 116, but holy crap, we destroy these guys. 23 and 6 for Navarro, but the Woods, we got 38 for Carney, 30 for Anderson, 28 and 13 for Halliburton, and Best and Murphy also scored in double figures. What an incredible performance from this 3-guard trio that we have with these 3 guys. You don't see him have good days like this very often altogether, but if we can get more of this, we might be unstoppable. And lastly, we are coming off a win against the Hornets by 11 at home in a low-scoring one. Carney drops 21, Anderson drops 18, Best has 18, Halliburton drops 17, with Vando and Payne getting double figures in terms of the rebounds. Bobo went 0 for 4, though. The Hornets got 20 from Ty Washington, but nobody else was that good. All that being said, we are on track for our best year ever, and even still, the Spurs have somehow surpassed us because we lost a couple of games. We lose 2 to 3 games, and the Spurs have all of a sudden jumped ahead of us by a whole game and a half. And now it's back to just a 2-horse race. The Nuggets have dropped off a little bit. They are 6 games behind us, but now we are still several games behind the Spurs. It never ends with this team, man. It never ends with this team. I have a strange feeling that we are headed for another WCF matchup against the godforsaken Spurs, and it's going to be the tiebreaker for WCF wins in that series. It's really a series of series because obviously both have gone to Game 7. We won the first one, they won the next one. It's a best of 3 series of series, but still probably another episode or 2 before we get to the playoffs. But here we go. We are in the middle of March facing the Phoenix Suns, who are trying their best to fight for a playoff spot. They're starting the 2nd overall pick, Austin Hollins. They're starting Brevin Walker, who I've never heard of. And they still have Copeland, Booker, and Aiden around there too. So, should be a fun game. And let's jump in. So we covered a lot of ground before this game. Let's see if the moves that we made will pay off here. I hope it will. Hope that we can get back onto a massive win streak to close out the year and hopefully get the first seed back because I really want that for once in this series. First play of the game, a 3 from Booker. Or not Booker, that's Copeland. They start off 3-0. Carney leaks out for the triple, trying to respond. That one drops. And if we could just get a good game from him, I would really like that. Also, post All-Star game, those 2 points per game numbers are switched. Post All-Star game, he's dropping 28 points a game. Maybe he has found a new height for him to reach, which is twice as many points that he was scoring last season. Booker lost the ball. It's poked up by Carney and stolen by Halliburton. Halliburton's waiting for Carney, I think. He will go to him. He's stalled. He's going to have to shoot this, but instead Aiden just picks his pocket for a steal. Screen from Walker. Copeland again for the triple, not this time. Halliburton attacking the rim with Copeland draped all over him. Missed the shot, and Copeland gets the rebound. Now we got a mismatch because we got Payne guarding Copeland. He steps back again, but is now 1 for 3 from behind the arc. On the other end, we feed Payne down low. He's backing down Hollins, but he can't score on him. Copeland fires off the screen, and now he's 1 for 4. Anderson, the long 2. Can't knock it down. Almost dropped, though. Booker, guarded by Carney. I'm not going to say the famous line that will get us in trouble here. And looks like it would not have even mattered because he still would have been called for the foul. Booker is just Jaylen Brown all over again, man. That's all this guy is when we watch him. The free throws, though, are good for him. Phoenix leads 5-3. Gotta get the offense going here. 3 minutes in, only 1 bucket has fallen for us. Need more. We're going to call timeout. Why? Carney cuts. Nice feed by Halliburton, but Aiden's there to block the shot. Aiden down low, backing down Anderson on the mismatch, and he'll make him pay. Why can't Payne do it like every other actually good big man? Man, he's not good enough in his post game to be able to do that, unfortunately. Payne sets the screen. Halliburton fires a jumper, and it's good. He's grabbing his back as he currently has a lower back bruise. But he's working through it, playing through it. He's all right. Copeland hop steps and can't finish at the rim. Halliburton, great job there to stay in front. Anderson, uncontested 3. Will this one fall for him? Nope. Booker trying to go ISO again against Carney. He steps back, but can't knock it down. Nice screen from Payne. Halliburton trying to go back to him, but he waited or really just threw it a second too early because Payne was going to be wide open. But he threw it right to Aiden instead. Copeland, though, is having a slow start, just like we are as a team. Over 5 minutes and only 5 points for this offense. Got to find something here. Behind the back pass to Carney, but his three's off. Come on, guys. On the other end, Hollins knocks it down in transition. Carney, top of the key, over to Anderson. He's got some space, but he can't buy a shot right now, and we're down 10-5. Barely having a point to show for it as Hollins scores at there, not even looking at it. What was that pass, Vanderbilt? Come on. Now Payne gets a steal off of Walker on a tip pass. Can we score off this, though? Green for Hallie. We'll fire off it. And that one rattles out. So no, we can't. Hollins, deep shots, back iron. And they haven't even shot that well, but they look better than we do. Carney, over Aiden. Got it to go with the right hand. Nice layup at the hoop there. 22 points per game now for Carney. Just keeps going up for him. Copeland, back to Aiden. Payne. Why can't Payne guard that well? Just the one time. That's right, though. Let's call for the foul. Free throw is up and go. We're down by 8. Murphy, Bol, and guess who? Garrison Best all check in for us. Murphy to Carney. He'll fire the 3, and that one rattles out. Man, this is brutal. Hollins, plenty of space. Is not going to drop for him. I mean, at least they aren't putting up like 25 right now. Bol, deep shot, wide open. Someone finally hits one. Here's a screen. Copeland trying to lay it in, but he's fouled by Bol instead. Free throws coming up for Phoenix once again. First one is off the mark. Too much under that one. So Meyer and Graves will check in for us. Let's see how can Garrison Best lead this offense as the new point guard. Let's see. Meyer behind the line. Got it to go. Let's go. Always like seeing him knock down his first shot. Copeland from the elbow. Got it to go. Here's a screen from Bobo. Best shoots and hits. Screen from, I believe that's Kai Jones, former Hornet. He goes back to, that's not, who is that? Keon Johnson, that's who. Meyer takes the screen. Up steps, trying to challenge two defenders, and he's fouled by Keon Johnson. Free throws coming up for us, our first of the game. That's not Devin Booker, that is Hans Meyer. But apparently Booker's not having a, he's not playing too well these last several games compared to what he was doing this season. Meyer, though, at the charity stripe, knocks down both. We have cut the lead to 3 with 2.5 to play in this first quarter. Copeland attacking the rim. Out of a shot finds Keon Johnson. He'll pull the trigger after bobbing the pass. And he hits it. Man. Meyer, the step back J. That one rolls around the rim and out. Got to find some more open shots. We haven't taken too many open ones so far, and it's kind of concerning me. Copeland from deep. Got it again. And their lead's all up. It's just back up to 9 like that. Come on, guys. Let's find some open shots. Knock him down. Best to Meyer. Attacking the paint again, and he's fouled by Harper this time.
First personal foul, third team foul. At the line for Vancouver.
First free throw. Good for Meyer again. I think he's shooting like 88% or so from the charity stripe this year. Off the screen, Keon Johnson. Back to Kai Jones. He'll pull the trigger from 3, and he'll knock it down. Why is it every game it feels like the other team always starts off hot from 3 and we don't? This happens more often than not. Best races to the rim, but he's blocked by Keon Johnson. And now a cut by Diabate, and he's found by Copeland. Braves couldn't cover him. 31-19. Not liking this. Meyer to Bobo. He sees Murphy with a mismatch against Harper. He's double teamed and he lost the ball. How do you lose it that easily? Laba tempted out of bounds. Poor pass there from Copeland. Last play of the quarter. Best has it. He goes to Todd Graves. To end the quarter. His 3 is good to beat the buzzer. We'll take it. Start of the second quarter, and simply, I'm not satisfied. It's been one quarter, but it wasn't satisfying. The offense did not look very good, especially our three-point shooting. And overall, need better on both sides of the ball. Let's see what happens here. We got Best, Halliburton, Payne, Bobo, and Meyer out there as Best shows off the acrobatics. Beautiful bucket, and the foul as well. Foul, or not foul, free throw coming up. But we saw a play like this last episode. This is what he gets you. The acrobatics, the mid-air adjustments, the and ones. He's already been playing well so far for us. The free throw is off, though. Of course. I was talking too well about him. Copeland over Best. Misses in the shot. Why did they need to put Best on Keon Johnson? Because they're similar in height, and Copeland is much taller than Best is, as his shot will fall over Hollins. See, man, he's already making a pretty nice impact. All right, here we go. Pick and roll coming up with Copeland. He'll fire instead, and that one's going to fall. Screen for Meyer. It will go back to Bobo, but he can't hang on to the pass. What are you doing? Are you kidding me? Come on. It went right through his hands. You absolute buffoon. Well, the Suns get the ball now. Copeland blocked by Bobo. But we get it right back. Fantastic. Payne comes over. Meyer fires an open three. That one rattles in. Let's go. Get this guy going. It's back to 4. Need some stops now. Screens for Copeland. He attacks the rim. Tough one on the move, but it's good. It was open too. Meyer finds Best. Matchup against Johnson. He takes him down low. And he can't hit the layup. Good try, though. Just great defense by Keon Johnson. And I'm like, that could have been a foul call. That could have easily been a foul call, but whatever. Copeland races to the rim. Readjusts midair. They called a foul for that? Are you kidding me? So you're going to call a foul there, but not on the previous play. Gotcha. Understood. I see how it's going. The free throw is good from Copeland. Right when we get it within 3 or 4, they put it back to 10. Come on, guys. It's back to a 9-point game. Can we close the gap again? Oh, not this time around because Meyer missed the 3. They brought Booker back in. Hollins on the move. Missing it. Payne was there for the stop. I want to get number 5 back in here because he's been held scoreless so far, I'm pretty sure. And we can't really have that if we're going to win this game. Meyer, another 3. And it rattles out again, just barely. Booker to Walker. And he misses the layup. Wow. Great defense by Payne again to meet him there. Payne at the rim against Hollins. Please score this. There you go. Booker finds some space behind the line, but the one on the move is not going to drop. We do have Graves and Anderson currently at the scorer's table, so they'll check back in here in a moment at the next dead ball. Best trying to beat Keon Johnson off the dribble. He gets to the rim, but it's blocked out of bounds. That's 2 blocks for Keon Johnson, man. What the hell? So 2 on the shot clock for us as Best and Meyer take a seat. Who do we go to? It's going to be Todd Graves. For 3 in the corner. Can't knock it down. We got to start picking things up. We aren't shooting like too terribly, but we've only got 31 points as Hollins has a free layup. Come on. Halliburton, nicely passed to Payne. Perfect. Johnson to Aiden. His jumper is good. Screen from Anderson. Halliburton left open for 3. But, wow, this 3-point shooting is awful right now. Off the screen. Booker in the corner. Got the switch to Payne. Hollins will fire, and that one falls. Their lead extends to 11. Carney at the scorer's table. Need him back in here, too, to get us some points. Anderson, deep shots. Missed it. Now Hollins for 3. Thank God he missed it. Mismatch for Payne against Hollins again. Don't shoot this. Hollins steps back. And again, misfires. He and Copeland have taken the vast majority of their shots. And, no, they aren't doing awful, but we are not doing great. As Graves knocks down the jumper. Booker is going for the charge. Don Payne drew it. Great job. All right, 5 minutes to go. We'll only have 35 points as Carney has checked in. Booker gets called for his second foul. The free throw is coming up for Halliburton. 17 points per game this year for him. That number keeps on dropping a little bit as Carney's goes up. So I think you're seeing kind of the pendulum swing there either way for those 2 guys in terms of the points. But I think Halliburton's assists have gone up too, so that's also a big factor. Booker is now fouled by Halliburton. We can't put together a couple of stops in a row to save our lives against this team in this first half at the very least. First free throw, good. Second free throw is going to drop 2. Anderson feeds Murphy down low against Kai Jones. He goes back out to Halliburton, who passed up the wide open 3. But now we'll take a long 2. That doesn't drop. Why? Kai Jones hands off to Diabate. He's going to have to shoot this. And he missed it. Like, they haven't been that good this quarter. We have to do better. Anderson, still scoreless, finds Carney in the corner. His 3 is not going to drop. Why would he give us all those icons for our players if that shot's not going to fall? Shot clock winding down. Booker has to make something out of nothing here. And of course, he does it. He does just that. He scores. Come on, man. Can we just put a run together? This is not looking good. The offense looks so just stagnant. Just because guys are not hitting their shots. Halliburton to Carney. He's left open. That shot's going to drop this time. It's back to a 9-point game. Are you kidding me, Vanderbilt? He jumps the inbound pass and steps out of bounds. And it's like it never even happened. Come on, dude. Copeland attacks the rim. And his shot is good. Carney to Anderson. Uncovered. Please hit this. There it is. His first bucket of the day. His first points. Jones hands off to Diabate. Top of the key. He is guarded by Anderson. Screen from Jones. Diabate throws it right to Carney. Way to jump the pass intended for Kai. Couple high screens for Carney. He shakes off his man and draws the foul. The third on Keon Johnson. His free throws could cut it to 6 if he hits both. First one drops. The second one is up and good too. Copeland, nice move. And what? That was such a late call, ref. You can't be serious. You cannot be serious. How do I challenge this? I forgot how to do it. I gotta hold the back button, I think. I gotta see this one more time. I don't believe that for a second. Where's the foul? They caught it like right here, way after any contact was made. Only because the shot went off the bottom of the backboard. Like that's why they called this. That's not a foul. I'm doing it. I'm challenging that. And a call the timeout. Same as last episode. Come on. That's not what I'm trying to do. Well, another wasted timeout. That's always fun. First free throw is good. Second free throw is up and good too. Anderson over to Carney. His 3 is left short. Why are we just not good from 3 in the first halves of these games? But Keon Johnson's fine. Anderson is fouled and he still scores. What? Are you kidding me, dude? That's insane. And we have not done well at all scoring inside the paint. They've done really well against us. So that's one factor in terms of this Phoenix lead. The free throw falls for Anderson. Great play. Couple of screens for Copeland. Vanderbilt tips the pass. Harper gets it back. They better not score off this possession, man. Please, don't say it's so. Don't say it's so. Copeland, very contested. That's not going in. Here we go. Let's close this gap. Make it like a one-score game by halftime. Best. Nice pass to Vanderbilt, and he lays it in for 2. Either guy could have scored that one. One more stop, one more bucket, and I'm satisfied. Uh-oh, ISO mode for Copeland against Best. Vando comes over, and he makes the pass to Harper immediately. They knew that was coming, man. They just read that book. That was textbook. That's all it was. Best to Anderson for 3. Come on, man. Make more than one shot this half. You dropped 52 last game. You can't be serious. Last play of the game, or not last play of the first half, not the game. Johnson for 3. Rattling out. Phoenix leads by 8 at the break. We better have a much better second half. Start of this third quarter, I have gone ahead and assigned Vanderbilt to guard Copeland and Anderson to guard Brevin Walker. So we'll see what happens there on defense as Halliburton's left wide open. There we go. That's a good start. Couple of screens for Copeland. Vanderbilt can't stay attached, but we'll go to Hollins instead. And that 3 is going to hit back iron. 5-point game. Chance for us to make it a 1-score game early on in this half. Let's do it. Anderson steps back, finds Halliburton again for the long 2, and he hits 2 straight buckets to start the quarter. Awesome. Booker splits defenders and has a free lane. What happened there, Carney? Halliburton steps back, left open again. 3 for 3. Booker takes the screen. He's in the corner. They got their switch. We don't switch back, but why not? Halliburton has a lane. Why would you pass that? That was a free layup. Anderson the 3. It's good. We'll take that instead. Copeland fading away, answering right back with the mid-range jumper. Here's the screen. Carney over the top to Payne. Good pass. He pump fakes a couple of times. He goes up and then scores. Okay. Copeland. Bucket and foul. Anderson's called for it. Copeland's 9 for 17 now after, kind of a shaky start in the first quarter. He has done a really good job. He missed a free throw, though. So 4-point game. Anderson steps into a 3 and hits again. Let's go. We're having a great start to this third quarter. Copeland. Again. Not this time. Now a chance for us to take the lead back. Lob attempt for Payne. He'll stuff it in. Great pass there from Halliburton. And Vancouver, that's our first lead actually. 66-65. Their first lead of the entire contest. Really nice start to this second half. Just what the doctor ordered. Time counting down for Hollins. He'll find Walker for the triple. That's his first shot of the game, and that one's not going to drop. Anderson leaks out. Another three-point attempt a bit deeper. It's not going to drop this time. Copeland off the screen, fires the mid-ranger, and that one falls, dude. My God. Anderson gets the feed again. At the rim, he's fouled. It's the second overall pick right there being called for it. First one drops. The second one will put us back ahead. Copeland over Vando. Tough shot. It doesn't matter, though. Halliburton for three. Not going to drop. Hollins crosses the court. Gets the feed. He's open for three. And that one just misses. Thank you, basketball gods. Off-ball screen for Carney. He's open for the long two, but he line drove it. Payne can't grab an offensive board to save his life in this game. Now a screen from Aiden. And Vanderbilt just gets stuck on these every time, and Copeland can't miss a shot this quarter. He's got 30 points now. Halliburton the long two. That'll fall. Really good third quarter so far for him. We've shot extremely well as a team. Phoenix hasn't shot poorly by any means, but we definitely have closed the gap. Copeland can't be covered. Are you kidding me? Vanderbilt slows him every single time. And now Copeland just jumps the pass from Vando, man. Like, you got to do something good here, man. You got to do something with your life. Anderson gets inside, shakes off a defender, but can't finish at the hoop. Aiden came to help. Phoenix looking to increase their lead back to around 9, which is what they were working with for most of this game, especially in the first half. Can we get a stop here? Booker fires and hits, so no, we can't. It's back to 7. Don't, please, Payne, don't shoot this, man. Like, I'm begging you, man. He will, and he missed it. I knew it. I just knew it. Booker, ISO against Carney. He's going to score this 100%. And he got fouled, too. It's telegraphed. You know it every time. ISO mode for him and Jaylen Brown means a foul every single time. Insufferable. Thank God he missed a free throw. But Murphy checks in with Graves and Bobo and Garrison Best. So can these guys somehow breathe some life into this offense after we've gone cold for a couple of minutes here? Nope, instead we turn the ball over. Going it right to the other team. And now Kai Jones left open at the rim, man. What are we doing? Halliburton. Open look. It's good. Now Harper's open backdoor. Man, the defense has been awful. Best makes the grab, double clutches, but he's blocked from behind. Booker against Best. He finds Diabate wide open in the corner. He missed the 3, but they get it back, man. Unbelievable. Second chance. It's over. It's over. Halliburton to Bobo, wide open. He line drove it. Unreal, man. And Murphy can't hang on to the offensive board. What has happened to this team these last 3 minutes? Oh no, Booker's 100% scoring here, man. Never mind, never mind. Graves heard the talk. Halliburton, the 3. Nope. Diabate gets the handoff. Now a screen from Jones. He'll fire. Oh my God. It was just, we were just up by 1. Literally just. Halliburton hesitates, gets to the rim, fires, and missed it. Murphy gets the board. Finally, that's like our first offensive rebound of the entire game. Oh my God. Diabate over Graves. Of course, dude. Of course, they can't miss. They're shooting like 61%. Bobo sets the screen. Best has a lane. He gets around Harper and lays it in for 2. Showing off the quickness. We needed that one. Myers going to check in for Halliburton. For the rest of this quarter. Best free throw is up and in. Booker's going to score this again. Yep, it's way too easy. They just take out Copeland, they bring in Booker. Like clockwork. Graves to Meyer. He's guarded by Johnson. Screen coming. He'll fire off it. Man, the 3-pointers just aren't falling for us in this one, and it's really disappointing. Because this team is built to make them. Booker double teamed, and the ball goes off of Bobo, and the Suns keep possession. Now Copeland checks back in after dropping like 35 in the first 3 quarters. 10 seconds left before we reach the 4th. Just get a stop here. I don't want to be down by more than 16 points. I really don't. We've only got 77. Things have just completely come to a halt after those first 6 minutes of the quarter. Copeland's got it though. He finds Johnson. His 3. Man, it's always somebody. It's always somebody, man. Last game it was Garrison Best. This game it's Keon Johnson. We can't find a game where their role players just shit themselves. We can't. We're down by 19. What the f happened? Start of the 4th quarter. We got so much belief from this team in the 3rd, and now we're down by 21 all of a sudden in the 4th quarter. We were up by 1 6 minutes ago. And now we're getting blown out of our own gym. What the f? Best for 3. Not going to drop. What have we shot from 3? I have to know. 33%. They've shot 41. And overall, they've shot 63 to our 45. Yeah, it's not happening today. This game's over. We'll watch like 4 minutes, and you know what? Never mind. Never mind. I'm done. We're not going to watch this. We're going to sim to the end. It's over. We lost. We're going to make it look close in the end, but it's not going to be close unless, no way we actually do this, but I'll tune in for the last 9 seconds. Vanderbilt dumps the pass. Carney for 3. Missed it. That's game. This game was not that close. Another win streak has been snapped, unfortunately for us. Did not come back in the fourth quarter. I just wipe off that fourth quarter from your brains. That does not even count. The simming part of this doesn't even matter, because we were going to lose this game after that third quarter, after that horrible last 6 minutes of that third quarter. 24 for Anderson after, what was it, 3 points in the first half. Carney ends up with 20. Halliburton had 18, 6, and 10, all of which pretty much came in the second half. Payne, 18 points. Saw hardly any of those. Best, we saw most of his points. Meyer, we saw his all of his points. But the starters were just not good. Frankly put, I don't care what these numbers say. When we watched, they weren't good except for that 1 6-minute stretch, and we lost because of it. Copeland drops 36 and 10. Booker drops 24. Keon Johnson just couldn't miss like a couple more shots. Really had to do that to me. I mean, he was the reason why I simmed ahead. And they shot 60%. You're not going to win allowing 60% shooting, especially when they're shooting 46 from 3. Not going to happen. But now we fall to 47 and 17, and just like that, we're now 2 whole games back from the Spurs. We have seen this before. They've played 4 games more than we have, and they've won all 4 of them. We only have a little bit left on the year. I don't think we're going to come back from this. I think we have, was the trade the mistake? Was it the injuries? I have no way of knowing, but I don't see us making this up by year's end. What I am going to do, though, is sim all the way up until the last week of the season, so until April 7th, just to go over all the box scores and give us the setup for next episode. So we're going to sim a lot more games right now, and we're going to end the season next episode. We're going to watch this game against the Hawks, because we've already watched the game against the Suns. I'm assuming that game won't actually matter, but we will probably know by the time we face the Hawks anyways. So I'm going to sim ahead. We'll check the box scores and see where things are at, and then wrap up the episode there. It's been a long one, but it's been worth it. Alright, so midway through simming, Hans Meyer picked up an injury, which is going to knock him down by 6 overall points. So I'm going to put in Omer Zet in his place until he's back to full health. About a 2 to 4 week injury, but he'll be back around 2 weeks from now. So it won't be long, but we're going to give a Zet some playing time in the meantime. And now he is back about 2 weeks later. Well, we simmed, and we are back to playing some incredible basketball this last month. We simmed pretty much a full month, and we only had 1 loss since the loss against the Suns, and it was against the Lakers, who are a playoff caliber team. And we are now back to first place in the conference, and we have finally gotten to 60 wins for the first time in this series. Let's go. So that puts us now 2.5 games above the Spurs. So I was wrong. Thank God. This team maybe has proved me wrong here. Obviously, our showcase game was not a good showing, but we're going to lose some games that we watch, so I can't be too upset. But if we win this game against the Hawks next time out, then we are 3 games above the Spurs, which means that as long as we don't lose these last 3 games of the year, with them winning all 3 of their last games, then we have secured the first overall seed. But that we do have to beat the Hawks, though, to do that. Our first box score was a blowout against the Clippers where Gordon Dunn drops 20 for the Clippers. The Woodsmen got 35 for Anderson and 23 for Joel Carney, with Bobo dropping 19 and Payne and Halliburton dropping double-doubles. We then beat the Clippers again, this time by 20 points, with Halliburton, Anderson, and Carney all dropping 20+, with 4 other guys in double figures too. The Clippers got 24 for BI in this one. Dunn dropped 18. We then demolished the Heat, holding them to below 100 points. In this one, Harrow drops 31. The Woods would get 29 from Anderson, 22 from Carney, and double figures from Payne, Best, Halliburton, Bobo, and Hans Meyer. Anderson leads the way with 26 points against the Magic in this win. Halliburton drops 19, 6, and 9. Best shoots well, Carney does not, and Payne goes for 1 board shy of a double-double. The Magic got 17 for Darrell Wheeler, but not a whole lot from anybody else. We then took down the Pelicans, who are well below 500. Zion drops 22. The Woodsmen got 31 for Anderson. Carney dropped 17. Double-doubles for Halliburton and Don Payne, with Bobo and Best scoring well off the bench. We then blew out the Denver Nuggets despite LaMelo dropping 32, but Jokic held to only 10, 3, and 3. I think in more of a bench role. Only 21 minutes in this game for him. The Woodsman got 31 for Halliburton, one of his better shooting days, probably his best shooting day this year, 12 for 15. Anderson 28, Carney 20, Payne 13 and 13, and Bobo drops 13 off the bench too. And we also beat the Spurs with Calvin Gordon and their full lineup. They don't play Kyle Kuzma in this game, but he was available. Shea drops 23, Batista drops 22, Christopher 18, AJ Griffin 17, so their starters heavily involved here. Calvin Gordon only 17, 6, and 6, which is a great stat line, and also 4 steals, but he shot 4 for 14. So a great job on defense by Payne. Carney drops 30 in this one. Halliburton drops 27. Anderson drops 24. It's going to be very intriguing seeing how we play against the Spurs if we meet them in the playoffs, which I think that we will, but who knows? Because these right now are 2 very high-powered offensive teams, and I don't see us getting a whole lot of defensive stops if we face them because Todd Graves won't be starting. It's going to be more of an offensive-heavy approach. We notch our 8th straight win against the Wizards with 35 from Anderson, double-doubles from Halliburton and Don Payne. Bobo, a great day off the bench. Carney shot poorly but still dropped 13. The Wizards got 22 for Trae Young, 18 for Copeland, and a double-double from Terrell Simpson. The Lakers then broke our win streak by taking us down on their home court in a 6-point win for them. Haywood drops 24, Lee drops 20. The Woodsmen got 22 and 11 for Payne, 20 for Carney, and under 20 but over 10 for Anderson, Halliburton, and Garrison Best. We beat the Pelicans again by 5. Jaren Jackson Jr., who did not play, I believe, in the first or in the previous box score. 20 points in this game for him. Zion had 15 and 10. The Woodsmen got 23, or really 20 plus for Carney, Anderson, and Halliburton, with Best 3-point shy off the bench. Having a really nice shooting year for us once we brought him in. Doing very well off the bench. Next box score up, a nice second half led by Joel Carney, who drops 25. Halliburton drops 21. Anderson drops 19. Meyer drops 12. With Payne and Vanderbilt both going for 13 rebounds each. The Heat, by the way, got 20 for Jokic and 18 for Harrow, but nobody else played too well. We then destroyed the Trailblazers behind 37 for Anderson, 17 from Best, and 15, 7, and 7 from Tyrese Halliburton. Carney, his first below 10-point game for a long time. Bones Highland leads the way for the Trailblazers, up at 19 points, though. And he bounces back by dropping 28 against the Mavericks in a 5-point win. Halliburton drops 22. Anderson drops 18. Payne and Best also in double figures. The Mavericks got 28 and 13 from Balestrieri. Towns dropped 18. Ellis and Daniels both had 17 and 10. And our last box score was a win against the Warriors, who are going to be a playoff team. We outscore them by 11 in the fourth quarter to come back and take it by 8. Carney drops 34. Anderson drops 22. Halliburton drops 14. The Warriors got 25 from Jalen Green, but we take this game. We have won 5 games in a row. We are 60-18 this year with 4 games left on our schedule, 3 of those being on the road. If we beat the Hawks, it is nearly assured that we are going to secure the 1 seed for the first time in franchise history. If you look at the power rankings, the records are not entirely up to date, but it looks like us and the Spurs are once again by far the best teams in the league. Like no other team even has 50 wins, but we already have 60 and the Spurs have 58. So that should tell you all you got to know about this. And now we're a full 3 games ahead of the Spurs, and we each have 4 games left. So if we beat the Hawks and they lose, then we have nearly secured it, but it's not going to be secured until after these first 2 games against the Hawks and Mavericks. So we're going to find out next episode the finalized seeding, and I'll see you guys there. We'll go into more stats at the end of the year once we get to it. But pretty lengthy episode here. We got a lot done. Got a hell of a way through this season, and we have 1 episode left to round things out before the playoffs. Trying to find out where do we fit in, and how good are we compared to the rest of the league, because the NBA standings will tell you that we're looking pretty good. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in as always. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting down below, and please do it again here in this episode. We made the trade. I think this team, based off this last month, might be even better than we were prior to that trade. It seems to have helped, even though we lost against the Suns. I'm not going to make the trade the reason for it. I don't think it is, based off of what you're seeing here. But fun episode despite the loss. And 1 more episode to round things out next time. So again, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time out. Peace.